Hi guys, welcome to the channel, Blackbird Oracle. I'm Allison Christina and I'm super stoked to have you here. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. I'm very grateful, honored, and blessed to do this work. And today I'm bringing you a pick a pile new moon messages. And I started, as I do, on IGTV, and I did just a quick reveal of the 3 piles. And so now I use oracle cards for those, and I just ask Spirit specifically the overall energy, overall theme, a message with that, and then some soul guidance that we'll end with. But what I did is we're going to look right now at those oracle cards, and then we'll get into some more details with tarot. So my little one's out in the living room. We're on Thanksgiving break, and I'm hearing him, so I apologize. All right, so it's a general reading, and you know that. I'll say my thing. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if it does resonate and you're interested in a private reading, I am available. Gmail, hit me up on IG at Blackbird Oracle, and I'll put those links in the description box. I'm going to do all 3 piles in one reading, and I will do my best to remember to timestamp it as I go. I've never done it, but I'm going to try to do it today. So let's just get into it. Pile 1. The overall energy for this new moon Saggitarius season. Actually, anything else I wanted to talk about with the energies? We had Venus conjunct Jupiter on Sunday, and that seemed to bring in a lot of lighter. We moved into Sagg season, and then right at the same time, that Venus conjunct Jupiter that seemed to bring in a lot of lighter energy. It's all about love and luck and expansion, right? So it's really beautiful. And then tomorrow we have Neptune going direct, which kind of has this dreamy quality to it. Things, again, seem to be lightening up from that bit of heavier, deeper Scorpio season. I know that when Neptune was in retrograde, there was a lot of collective clearing of the crown chakra. So you might feel like it's a little bit easier now to connect to spirit and to the non-physical. Might have seemed a little cloudy these past, I believe it's 6 months that Neptune was in retrograde. But again, it should be lightening up, okay, if it hasn't already. You might feel a lot going on, third eye and the crown chakra, some headaches, some tingling, things like that. I've been getting a lot of weird tightness in my ears and hearing lots and lots. So might be something you experiencing too. It feels to me like there's a little more energy, right? We're in that Sagg fiery season, and it feels exciting. It's also the holiday season, and there's a lot that I've been channeling and downloading in regards to this holiday season and where we're at collectively in our process of really seeing things clearly. Seeing things for as they, as they are, people for as they are, and accepting them where they're at. But that doesn't mean engaging with them where they're at, okay? There's a lot coming up with boundaries. If you're an empath like I am, there has been a lot of just being shown just a lot of unequal giving and receiving. And this holiday season, I don't know about you all, but me personally, I'm just not a big holiday person. I do it at different times. Like I celebrate the winter solstice instead of Christmas per se. So anyways, the holiday season becomes this huge, chaotic shit show. Okay. And there seems to be a really big message coming through of it's okay to say no. It's okay to protect your energy. It's okay to walk away if you're uncomfortable. And there's a lot with these messages you'll see coming through of just really being in your energy, in your zone, and protecting your space and your energy. I'm looking at my notes and what I've been channeling the last few days. Definitely a lot going on with relationships, partnerships, and love. I've been feeling guided to do another Divine Partner Twin Flame reading, and which it's been a while. So I'll probably get on either later today or tomorrow and do that, as well as you'll see upcoming December readings for signs and some other stuff coming in. What else? Anything else before we get going? I think that's about it. I've talked too long. You guys are probably bored. So here we go. Group number 1. If you picked number 1, Angel of Strength came out as the overall energy during this new moon. And this to me is very much this, like the strength card of tarot, of balance, taming the inner beast, finding that balance of soft yet fierce, that balance of masculine and feminine energy. And it takes a lot of strength to come into balance. It really does. And it takes a lot of that shielding and really being in your own energy and cutting cords with anyone who fucks with that, right? So for group 1, it feels like a time to really dig into that inner strength. And then the theme that came out with that was to the flow. Okay. And I love this. It's 7. I love it. It's 7's very spiritual number. Can be a very lucky number too. This is all about being in the flow, allowing things to kind of unfold. Again, being in your own energy, not forcing anything. I'm picking up a bit of that feminine energy, of being more in a passive state than aggressive. And I don't mean passive in the traditional program sense. You all, I hope, know that. I mean passive in that receiving, allowing, in that energy of just being open. And that takes a lot of strength, especially this season, right? And then this little card, and I talked about it on IGTV, but I found this dream pack that I've been lugging around for years and never got into. And in it, I decided to open it the other day. And in it was these 56 meditation cards. So I thought, what the hell? Let's see what happens. And sharing came out. And I love this. It is a season of sharing. And if nothing else, sharing of yourself. And I think that's really important to remember. And a message that wants to come through is you're enough. You know, so many spend this season stressing themselves out about money and buying things and making everyone happy. This is about making yourself happy and just knowing that you're enough. Sharing your presence is enough. When you are in your flow, it's enough. Okay. So I'm getting a little bit with group 1 of putting yourself out there, but in kind of a very, not guarded, but aware, in a very aware state is what's coming through. So let's tap in a little more for group 1. Let's see what Spirit wants to say. Let's look at what's being released energetically with this Angel of Strength here. Spirit, what can you tell us for group 1 is being released energetically? Thank you. Okay. Whoa. We got 4 of them, y'all. I'm going to keep them. So I asked what's being released, okay? And we get the 3 of Hearts, or 3 of Hearts, 3 of Air. It is about the heart, right? Heartbreak. I'm sorry if my camera is a little blurry. Mercury retrograde, my computer decided to just like erase itself, and my regular camera app no longer wants to work. So I'm using a different one today, and just My apologies. Using what resources I have. So there's definitely healing coming in around past heartbreak. Could be third party, could be relationship wise. I'm picking a little bit of that up. And then the Seven of Air came out too as being released, and it's beautiful energy. And it goes with what I was saying of kind of this theme of really seeing things for as they are, people for who they are, and what loyalty looks like, what betrayal looks like. And so I'm getting with this group that there's been a little bit of that in the past, that there's been betrayal, backstabbing, could be some cheating for some of you, but overall, it could be friendships as well. It's definitely relationship related is what I'm getting. Maybe a little bit with yourself too, of allowing people and allowing people to hurt you. And sometimes we don't realize that we're really doing that to ourselves, right? That as long as we are continuing to be entangled with certain people's energy, we're only hurting ourselves. We're only causing ourselves heartache. But I'm getting an energy of it coming to you from outside of you, and in that this has been where you're at. Your healing has been overcoming this, and it's coming to an end because the Wheel of Fortune came out with it. Love this here, group one. This is a cycle ending. It's movement forward, away from this heartache, away from betrayal, self-betrayal, or from others. And the Justice card. Love that. There's an 11. So again, if it resonates as something with a partner, a divine partner, a twin flame, take it as it is, or as it resonates. It is to me this balance again with the angel of strength coming in, of you coming into balance, of you seeing things that are imbalanced, that are maybe unfair, but it's not the right word. Justice, equality, and seeing this sword, the sword of truth that she's holding, and the scales are now balanced. With this Wheel of Fortune, for some of you, releasing this heartache, releasing this betrayal. It's air, so it's stuff in the head. Again, I'm getting it's stuff from the past. I love its 2 7s too. It feels like this has moved you spiritually, maybe gotten you on your spiritual path. But I feel like this Wheel of Fortune here with the Justice is really, it's super powerful. Major Arcana of just a big cycle ending for you guys, and a lot of that balance coming in where you feel like things are flowing. You feel like sharing more, that you don't have to protect yourself as much because these people and these situations are no longer around you. Okay. And let's look at the energy supporting you during this Sagittarius season. Thank you. Love it. Love it. I was definitely picking up some communication, but the 6 of Earth came out. So the energy supporting you is balance. Balance in your physical. There seems to be, with you guys, group one, a big theme this Sag season of balance coming in, of things feeling more balanced in your physical world. And the Page of Water came out. I love this. Could be a water sign. Definitely messages. It's young. It has a light energy of what's supporting you. So maybe just lightening, I don't know, up a little bit this season, having a little more fun. It's cups, it's emotions, it's getting this like just kind of joyous. That's supporting you. So embrace this kind of adventurous, exciting, fiery energy that Sag brings, okay? And let's see what energies are going to be challenging you this Sag season. What's the challenging energy this Sagittarius season for group one? Challenging energy for group 1. Nothing's challenging you. What energy might challenge this group? Thank you. Four of fire. Interesting in the challenge position. It feels like it might be a challenge for you not to move like fire, if that makes sense. Like move quickly. So you can feel this ending coming. You're feeling good. You're feeling balanced and happy. And it might be challenging not to kind of pull yourself back a little bit. I hope that makes sense. Instead of, and that's what I'm seeing, is almost like you might want to move too quickly, is what I'm getting with the Four of Fire. Tell me a little more about this challenging energy. A little more about this challenging energy. Four of Fire is a challenging energy. What else can you tell us? Thank you. Eight of Water. Okay. Yeah, it's this, like, it's almost like you've released, you've made the decision, or you're going to make the decision to walk away from that Three of Swords, Seven of Swords shit. But with that, it's like it gets you excited. Like you can see that door closing, you see the balance, you're feeling great, you walked away, and now you want things to move, right? And that might be, for some of you, a challenge this season. For others, the challenge might be this Eight of Cups energy of walking away from something. It could be letting go of people and experiences that have hurt you. With this Wheel of Fortune too, I'm hearing contracts. So it might be, there's a lot going on of soul contracts, renegotiating, rewriting, releasing, new ones coming in. So it could be a little bit of that for you guys as well. It's almost like the challenging energy, it's almost like just antsy, if that makes sense. Let's look at this Wheel of Fortune one more time. I'm going to grab one more deck and clarify with the Universal Light Tarot. Sorry, I used the good tarot first. I'm really bad about saying what decks I'm using, but if you all ever want to know, just ask. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here in what's being released. Wheel of Fortune. What else can you tell us? Ooh, okay. The Lovers. The Lovers. Love it. And the Three of Wands. So again, I was picking up Divine Partner. If that is something you've been putting out and you picked this pile one, it's coming back around. It feels like that chip's coming in, that you had to, I love, there it is showing on the bottom too for this group. So it's a big ending. I just saw the One and the Magician, One of Wands and the Magician. You've got a new beginning coming in. And it's almost, again, with this challenging energy, like you know it. And it's just like, come on, get here. Patience, and maybe that's where that strength comes in, and just flowing and allowing things to happen that I was picking up at the very beginning. What about this Justice? This Lovers too is you now learning how to make choices from the heart, trusting your feelings. And if something doesn't make you feel good, having the strength to walk away from it, to say, okay, then there must be something better. That to the flow, it has an air of trust about it. Yeah, it's like you've come out of, you've been in a place of maybe at a standstill, but you're starting to see things a little differently in your relationships and what you've allowed in the past. Tell me about this Page of Water. Ace of Cups. There's definitely communication, and I was getting that earlier, and I still am. So group one, there's communication coming in. There's a new beginning that's really emotionally fulfilling. It's what you've been putting out there. And I'm hearing, get really clear on that and stay focused on that and your happiness. Again, with this One of Cups, to me, first and foremost, it's self-fulfillment. It's self-love. And that's what I'm getting is you've been there. You've been doing all that work, and you're about to see the results of it. Anything else with this? Four of Wands here in the challenging energy with the Eight of Cups. Might be the challenging energy is walking away from what you thought. As I say that, the Fool comes out. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of walking away. They were sitting kind of like this. So you're walking away from what you thought would be that Four of Fire energy. Maybe there is a person that you thought would bring this joy and contentment and this balance and this happy family. And you now come to the realization that shit just ain't going to work. And so it's taken a lot of strength, but you've done the work and now you're ready. This Sag season for you feels like this leap of faith. Like something new is really about to come in for you guys in group one. Tell me a little more about the Fool. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Definitely an offer being made. It may have felt like it was slow, steady movement. Could be an earth sign. I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, earth, water. So take what resonates. Definitely movement forward. And again, I'm getting this. It might have felt like slow, steady movement, but it feels like it's about to pick up. Again, you're about to see like the fruits of your labor is what's coming through. And they're bringing me back to this sharing now of this partnership coming in, right? That's fun and it's balanced and it's probably a little creative and crazy and out of the box, but because I'm looking at the flying fish, but it's perfect for you and it's very divinely guided. And I love that. Okay. So let's just end, let's first ask Spirit some potential outcomes for group one during this Sag season. What are some potential outcomes during this Sag season? What might happen, possibilities that might happen. Any heads up for this group in this Sag season of potential incoming energy. Holy shit, y'all. And you can't even make it up. The Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. I said it. There's definitely communication coming in for you, group one. Partnership, a divine partnership. Union within as well. There is communication coming in during this Sag season for you, and it's just super fucking exciting. Y'all are going to have to let me know what happens. It's an ending, this Ten of Swords. Just wanted to come out, which is beautiful with that Three of Swords and that Seven of Swords as released energy. This ending is coming. Someone fucked with your head and heart. And that's all about to kind of, with that Wheel of Fortune, come back around, if that makes sense for group 1. And then I pulled Sacred Spirit reading cards at the very beginning to make the piles. And so this will be our ending for group 1 of guidance. And this is 20, the hidden realms create conscious awareness. I was saying earlier, there's this being aware for you guys of what's around you, of what you used to do compared to where you want to go, if that makes sense. And I'm seeing a lot of blue in here, trusting your intuition, again with that flow too, with it being a 7, just being really like connected to spirit, connected to your higher self, and trusting what the universe is about to bring in for you. And it's really, really beautiful. I love it. It also too is that, remember, I said really focused intention, staying focused on what you want, right? And letting the rest go. Okay. And yeah, it does take an incredible amount of strength. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. It was awesome. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for you all, whoever's in group 1. And we will move into group 2. Hold on. Trying to figure out where I want everything to go. All right. So group 2, and I'm going to write this down, 2644. Group 2. Hey, 2644. Love it. All right. So group 2, let's go and start with the overall energy of the theme and the little whatever kind of card you want to call it. First was rest and relaxation. I love that. I know for us, like I said, we're on Thanksgiving break in the U.S. It's a time to rest and relax. We've talked about the holidays. It's a family, time for family and friends and celebration. Lots of get-togethers. Thanksgiving dinners coming. It's also, to me, similar to group 1, which doesn't surprise me because it's a collective reading of kind of being in your own energy. Again, it's this spirit saying during this Sag season, it's really important to stay inward, remain calm, not reactive, because there's just, like I said, a lot of shit, right? With family and friends and all that stuff, and I don't want to keep repeating myself. This, to me, group 2, again, it's really being connected to spirit. And at the very beginning, I talked about Neptune going direct tomorrow. It's going to feel easier and more accessible. It's a 10 too. So cycle ending, which we're going through massive endings, because it's not just the end of the year, it's the end of a decade, right? And 2020 is about to just super exciting. The overall theme, and when this chaos and conflict came out with this, it's perfect, for this season, is this noise all around. I am getting, and we'll see what comes out, a little bit of, some things being sparked, maybe, because liveliness came out too. So I'm feeling like in fire season, right? It feels a little bit like with this liveliness and chaos and conflict, it feels like for this group, like things are about to get all crazy and busy and lively, but you might feel a little overwhelmed, and Spirit's saying, come back to that overall energy of, remember, it's time to relax. Like, don't let shit stress you out. Don't let people stress you out. Don't let the holidays stress you out. Group 1 was getting a similar message, and I think it's just a collective message of, you're enough. Just you and all your glory and all your light. okay? There's nothing else you have to offer but yourself. And if people don't, you know, accept that and aren't grateful for that, okay? But it feels like hectic, that might have you, you know, off a little bit if you're not aware. And coming back, remember to take a step back, take time to yourself, some quiet time, I'm hearing, to get away from the noise a little bit. I'm just going to shuffle up the tarot, clear the energy. Yes, messages for group 2. Let's go to group 2. What energy is being released? It's funny because group 1, it seemed to be balance. Everything felt very balanced and coming into one. Where group 2, it feels like back and forth, like it goes from that restful place to that chaotic place. It feels a little more, I guess, imbalanced than the energy of group 1. So let's see what's releasing. What energy is being released during this season for group 2? What energy is being released? What energy is being released for this group? Thank you. Love it. It's so funny. I love how this spirit works, y'all. The 2 of Earth came out, so right away the imbalance, right? The going back and forth. Again, it's almost like the liveliness gets carried away. The 2 of Earth came out, and it's this, you know, there's something karmic for sure being released, but it's an imbalance that's being released. Could be with the 2 of Earth, something imbalanced in your physical world. And maybe that's where this chaos comes from, is internally you're in this kind of Zen place, but all around you is this crazy ass chaos and conflict. And it's hard for you in the physical to kind of find that in between with that 2 of Earth energy, but that's being released. Tell me a little more about the 2 of Earth energy being released. I feel like this Sag season, you're going to feel a lot clearer than you have. And it could help with Neptune going direct tomorrow for some of you. Messenger of air. There's a lot, and I have my spidey senses say we're going to see a lot with communication and people, because it's just that time, right, of year. We can't escape it. Messenger of air is the Page of air. Definitely communication. Could be with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's a lot of blue. Could be a lot with you guys with the third eye and the throat chakra. Tell me a little more about this messenger of air, please. Tell me a little more about this messenger of air. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Okay. Oh, the 2 of air with the 2 of pentacles. Okay. So there has been confusion. There is clarity coming in, is what I'm getting. Maybe some things that you haven't been able to see or haven't been ready to see is about to become very clear. And you know, it's kind of like we got to go through the storm, the chaos and the conflict to have that clarity, right? And that's what I'm getting with you is that's releasing that. I'm so bad I steal it from him when he asks. any confusion, any back and forth is being released, you guys. And there's messages coming in from spirit, maybe from and people in the physical as well. There's communication incoming, or has just recently come in, or is about to come in, that really clears things up, is what I'm getting. So whatever you've been going back and forth about, maybe just and maybe going back and forth because you didn't have all the information you needed. You're about to get that information, is what I'm getting. Tell me about the supporting energy. Energy supporting group 2 during this Sag season. What's the supporting energy? Ooh, I love this. All right. We have the 3 of Earth. So coming together, working together, partnerships for sure. It again makes sense that third party kind of stuff, party, with the holiday season. And the King of Fire came out. So definitely could be a fire sign. I'm seeing fire and air and earth. We got the 2 of Earth releasing, and then supporting is the 3 of Earth, which is beautiful. It's like very grounded, knowing who you work with. Could be someone that's very supportive, that's kind of lighting your fire, working with you with this clarity. It could be a person coming in too. Tell me a little more about this King of Fire here. It's the supporting energy. It's fire. It's Sag season. The King of Air. Okay. Balance. With that 3 of Pentacles and air and fire, I'm getting balance. Definitely could be masculine energy that's supporting you. There, clarity with the Knight of Air, the 2 of Air, the King of Air. And all this blue, I really feel throat chakra. I'm feeling it through here as I'm talking about it. Third eye. So trust your intuition. Again, get in that place where you're really connected, and it will help you see through this chaos and conflict. Because it feels like what's being supported and what's supporting you through this time is a lot of passion, a lot of clarity, a lot of truth, a lot of grounding, a lot of balance. And it's beautiful. Tell us what might be the challenging energy during this Sag season. Challenging energy. Messenger of water. So the Knight of Cups. I just heard immature. So, any communication coming in, although it feels like it's going to help clear things up, it also might be a little immature. It's weird that's coming in. It might challenge you a little bit, where you've got to go into more of this King of Air energy versus the King of Fire energy of maybe toning down the passion a little bit and seeing things a little more coldly, clearly. That's what's coming through. Could be a water sign, but we're seeing all 4 elements. So take it as it resonates for you. Like I said, it could be with 2 kings and masculine energy and 2 knights. So there's definitely masculine energy going on. It's either you or a partner that they're on either side of these knights. It's interesting. Tell me about this Knight of Water and the challenging position, challenging energy. Too many. It could just be that the emotions are flowing, and that might be a little bit challenging for some of you. It might, make you a little bit uncomfortable. Tell me about this Knight of Water. The Knight of Water. The Eight of Air and the Magician. Love it. So something you're manifesting, somewhere where you felt stuck, and maybe it is relationships, but it doesn't have to be. Definitely have been in your head about it, and kind of going back and forth. And it's interesting on the floor how it's laying out is these two messengers are looking away from each other. They're like this. No. Like this. Okay. Looking away from each other. We've got the messenger of air and the releasing, and the messenger of water and the challenging. You might have been having to let go of someone who caused a lot of confusion. And the emotional immaturity, maybe you needed to mature emotionally in order to see things more clearly in a more balanced way. But if it's relationship related and you've been manifesting communication, a new partner or a coming back together with an old partner, I'm definitely getting that is the case for some of you that's coming back. Yeah, for some of you, someone might be a little bit emotionally immature. Definitely something with this Eight of Air, though, that almost like you've been stuck on this person. It's interesting. Okay. Let's do a clarifying, and we will see some potential outcomes. End with a message from the Sacred Spirit cards. Guidance. So, Spirit, what else can you tell me about this messenger of air being released? Releasing energy with the messenger of air. Releasing energy. Thank you. The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be earth sign, but I think really overall with these clarifying this and the releasing for me is seeing, it's almost like you finally seeing yourself as this Empress, as this Queen of Pentacles, which is very similar energy to me of this very nurturing. Maybe there's something that you have put out with the Magician that is manifesting with this Empress. It's coming to fruition, right? It's almost like by releasing this Two of Air and this Two of Earth, this kind of back and forth in the head and in the physical, it's almost like clarity comes in, right? Where you can see that balance with that Three of Pentacles in the supporting energy. You can see what lights you up. You're seeing things more clearly that this is the energy you want to be in. That's very grounded and clear, nurturing, compassionate. Tell me a little more. Anything else with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress? Not gonna lie, could be some of this drama is mama stuff for some of you. Holidays are great at bringing that shit up, right? Tell me about this King of Fire. Queen of Cups. Balance. Again, I'm seeing a lot of balance in the supporting energy. Two of Pentacles just showed again. Tell me about the King of Air. Two Kings, two Queens. Well, it could be someone coming in. Again, it feels more like finding your sweet spot. Group 2. Tell me, King of Air. Love that as the supporting energy. That's beautiful. With the Queen of Cups. Trusting your intuition. Okay, that's a big thing. It's supporting you with that rest and rejuvenation card too. Trusting your intuition, trusting your emotions, staying focused on the positive, on the desired outcomes. That's the shit that's supporting you. Seeing balance in your physical world, but it starts within, right? As within, so without. Let's look at the challenging energy. Tell us more about this messenger of water and the challenging energy. Whoa, okay. This is just hanging out upright. Four of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like there's some incoming communication. I feel like for you guys that leads to the kind of this chaos and conflict. But really what it's doing is bringing about healing. It's getting you out of this Eight of Swords energy and into this magician energy where you're not stuck anymore. You don't feel stuck. You're not in your head going over and over the same shit. You're creating. It's that focused intention. It's that sun. You're staying. His eyes are so intent. And that's what I keep hearing is focused intention. So the messages coming in might feel a little challenging, but Spirit's saying that there, of course, it happens for a reason. There's healing that needs to take place. Let's a little more about this challenging energy with the Eight of Swords. Ooh, okay. It came out with group 1 too, but not nearly the same way. We have the Two of Wands. If you've been looking, again, divine partners coming through. Because the Lovers then came out after the Two of Wands and the Hierophant, which to me, if we're talking about relationships, partnerships, this is about union. It could be career related, spiritual career. It could just be coming into union with yourself, making choices. The Lovers is not necessarily like literally a lover. It's about choosing love over everything, and that starts with self-love. I'm seeing if we got Gemini and Taurus showing up with this challenging. What I'm seeing though is that's not what's challenging, you guys. It's what's coming in through this healing, through this challenging stuff, this chaos, this confusion, this challenging communication that I'm getting might be a little bit irritating. There's like this moment of clarity, of healing, of taking a step back in that rest and rejuvenation, just kind of resting on it. And then what comes in is this, this whatever ship, this thing you've put out that you want to manifest, whether it's literally a lover, a divine partner, or if it's just, more self-love, of coming to union with self, of following, the path that is about the things you love. Let's look at some potential outcomes for group 2 during Sag season. Some potential outcomes. The Magician showed up again. Whatever you all are manifesting, it's coming into the physical. Potential outcomes for group 2. There's that King of Swords again. Clarity, communication, choices, seeing clearly the choices you have to make. It's this season is all about that for you guys, to get those seeds planted for a new decade, right? A new year, all that good shit. Anything else as a potential outcome? You're about to have a lot of options, and Spirit's saying it's important for you to be really centered and grounded within yourself in order to make the choices that are aligned, that come from a place of self-love, of being grounded, of in this Empress energy. But group 2, whatever you've been putting out, y'all, it's coming in. And let's end with the message from Sacred Spirit. Love this. I kept picking up, right? I kept saying third eye, throat chakra. This is third eye vision, okay? Seeing a bunch of 3s and 1s with you guys and 2s. So pay attention to that. This says reclaim your mind. So again, what I'm getting is this guidance of really taking some time to meditate, to really connect with Spirit, to work with your third eye, because it's your intuition. That Queen of Cups came out in the supporting energy. It's your intuition that is your guide to navigate all of this Sag season for you guys. So I'm going to end it there and thank my beautiful divine team. It was awesome. I loved it, and I hope you did too. And we will move into the last one, group 3. So this is going to be at 5139. Kind of. Actually it's 5144. Let's just stick with those 44s, right? Love it. All right, so let me set these cards to the side real quick. So with group 3, let's see what came out right away. Group 3 felt similar to group 2 in that, like, 2 almost polar opposite things going on, where hostilities is the overall energy for this group for Sagittarius season. I was picking up, of course, multiple things. It's general reading, but I was picking up two kind of scenarios. One of kind of battling within and battling externally, and that was coming out right away when I saw the hostility card. It's interesting. There's a lot of 2s. There's a lot with balance and with partnerships for the collective. And it always starts, these partnerships, divine partnerships, twin flame, soulmate. They start within, right, of becoming that perfect partner. And there is a lot of internal shit and struggle that we go through in this process, in this journey. So it's picking up for some of you, that's what's coming up and what you're kind of dealing with energetically during this Sag season. But then for a group of you, and it could cross, right? Take it as it resonates. But for another group there, it's outside of you. And again, it's holiday season, and I feel like I'm going to be saying a lot of this. It is really, really important to have your boundaries this holiday season about who you're spending time with, who you're entangling your energy with, because we got to deal with a lot of people during this stretch of holiday time and the end of the year. And so be very cognizant of where your energy is going, how you're feeling around certain people, certain situations. And, don't hesitate to say, peace out. I'm not down with this. Or, you know what, I'd rather stay home tonight. And that could be, for some of you, in doing that, that could cause some hostilities, right? Because people don't like being told no, because people don't, they want you involved in their drama and their bullshit. A lot of people I found on my journey don't understand the importance of solitude and protecting your energy. The theme that came out, though, for you guys, which is just beautiful with this hostilities, is new life. And that's where I felt kind of, too, this little internal, it's like rebirth. For some of you, you're in this kind of coming out stage, but there is, you know, there seems to be some hesitation because it feels like, because of this noise around you. And then this little dream card that I pulled, so satisfaction, I love this. She's laying on like a lounge chair. Like, I don't know if it's grapes or what, but she's just like totally chill, doing her thing and seeing what is making her that you'll be.